Hey, I'm Rusty.
I'm Blake.
We're from RBBB, or Rusty and Blake Bullion Barons.
Everything you see on the table before you, we have created in our lab, from scrap all the way to the finished bullion product.
It's a pretty complicated process, and we spend a lot of time explaining to people how we do it, so we decided, let's make a series of videos.
So please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. We're hoping for 10 subscribers by the end of the year.
We can do it.
We can do it.
Okay, I'm Rusty.
And I'm Blake.
Welcome to RBBB Labs. A while ago, I said to Blake, I've got some gold, and Blake said to me,
I've got some gold too.
So we decided that we'd do some refining, and we're going to show you what we made.
Yep.
Done. Okay, Blakey, let's show them exactly where we're starting.
Alright, so the first thing we've got to do is sort out our carat gold into different categories for how much gold's in each one.
So this is scrap gold that we've got from quite a few different sources. A lot of this was bought from eBay, to be honest. Tricky place to work, but that's all right. But at least, unlike places like Facebook and things where you really are quite likely to get scammed, at least you get a buyer's guarantee at eBay, you know.
Which has come in very handy.
Oh yeah, we have been totally scammed a couple of times, but usually what turns up is something that tests as non-gold, and it's really hard to explain the disappointment of that. But this is what we're going to show you now is our key gold tester. This thing's paid for itself time and time again. But as soon as anything turns up, go straight onto the tester just to make sure that we know. And I mean, worst case scenario is just recently I got totally scammed, and instead of sending me a 14 karat gold bracelet, $3,500, I got a rock in the mail.
A rock in the mail.
A rock in the mail.
Was that rock full of gold by any chance?
No, she was. I didn't test it, but I can't say that it had $3,500 worth in it. But you know, you get scammed. The world of gold and silver is a pretty dangerous old place to hang out. So yeah, gold tester.
So this is the gold that we've yet to test, and we've got some pieces over there that we'll show you in a second. So I'm going to test these now and then put them in their category. So we'll start with this ring. We've taken out the stones, any stainless steel components like clips, springs, and that sort of stuff, because we don't want that in there.
Yeah, it takes a while to clean it all up. This is all pre-cleaned, but you know, you're going to buy stuff. It's either it's going to have stones, it's going to have junk in it.
Yeah, we've still got a couple of stones in that one, for example. That will come out eventually, but it's easier if we just get it out beforehand. So this is quite easy to work. All we do is we pop it on the plate here. We've got a special tip in here, and it creates a circuit, and it'll give us a reading of what the gold content is in carats. So if I pop this on here, we're at 10 carat.
Yeah, we call that 9.
Yeah, so 9 carat. Pop it in the 9 carat box.
Yep.
All right, let's try this ring. Already it's up to 9. This one could be...
I might call that, it could possibly be 12, but things are usually either 9, 14 or 18.
This is kind of in the middle, so probably best to just assume it is on the lower end. So,
yeah.
So we're going to put that in the 9 as well. Another ring here. Let's test that one.
Bow.
So with these pieces that look like gold and test to be nothing, we just throw that in the bin of false hope. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, we've got 2 earrings here that they look identical, so we'll test one. I'd say this is definitely in the 14 range.
Yeah, that looks like 14 to me.
Now, there's no reason this one shouldn't be 14. It'd be weird to have a matching pair that's not the same. But we'll test it just in case, and yeah, 14. That's good. These 2 bits are part of a watch set. So all the internal mechanisms.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that's up there. 22 between 22 and 20.
Surely it's not 22 carat. Wow.
So that
Wow.
is really, really good. I'm just going to put that to
Oh,
the
that's a
side while I
bonus.
test this one. This is obviously the back plate of the watch and has a lot more metal in it. So if this tests as high as well, that's going to be really nice.
Oh, wins and losses, Blake. Wins and losses.
It's fluctuating a bit, but it is.
It's got to be 18.
It's got to be at least 18. So those two into the good box there with some of the best stuff.
Is it an opal?
Is it an opal?
Ooh.
I don't think that's
Come
a
on,
real
gold.
opal.
Come on, gold.
It's not a real opal. Is it real gold? Bum, bum.
Oh, I know where that's going. I know where that's going.
In a false hope.
False hope.
Okay, now we've got 2 gold buttons here. So
these are interesting. They are, I'd call them recovered gold, but not refined gold. So it was a whole lot of rolled gold and a little bit of gold plate, but it was just stuff that wasn't hallmarked. And so the gold's been recovered from it, but not refined. That is about 20, I was going to say 22, but that's very close to 24 karat gold. But it's going to go back into this batch so that it can just be refined to 3 nines and beautiful. While we're on the subject of buying this stuff, like my biggest tip for anyone is hallmarks, particularly with silver and things. If it's hallmarked, that's your best shot at making sure that you know what you're buying. If it's not hallmarked, well, you're in the land of risk, and that's what you get. All right, what now?
excellent. Well, now that we've got our gold classified between 9, 14, and 18 carat, we need to get some weights so we can do a little bit of math and see how much silver we're going to need to inquart with these. So next step is get the scales out.
Bum, bum, bum. Fill in the board.
Alright, time to weigh our carat gold so we can do some math. So we're going to turn on the scales.
I'm on the pen.
Your penmanship is much better than mine. We'll put this on there and tear it off.
Can we start with those refined gold buttons? I've got them as 22. They're definitely higher than 18. They're probably 24.
Okay, so the 2 buttons. 8.56 grams.
Okay, 18K.
$18K. 32.2 grams.
14.
46.62 grams.
Nice.
And the 9 carat. 80.76 grams.
All right. 80.76. Inquarting.
Inquarting. So what we're going to do now is inquart all this gold with silver, and the goal is to get it down to how many carats, Rusty?
6 carats.
6
or
carats.
25% gold.
25% gold, 75% silver. And the reason we do that is so when we dissolve it in acid, it is easy for the acid to get at the gold when it's mixed in with all the silver.
So really fundamental stuff. I mean, 9 carat gold is 9/24 gold. So in addition to gold, it will usually have silver, and it'll usually have copper because the silver's added in the form of sterling silver rather than pure silver. So we've got at least 3 metals in there. That could be solder, so leads. There could be nickel. Could be all other things. But yeah, 9/24 gold. So when we inquart, this is already pretty close to 6/24 gold. So it doesn't need an awful lot of silver to inquart. Whereas by the time we're getting up to 18 karat gold, it's only got effectively 6/24 again, or gold. So it's going to need significantly more silver added to it to bring us right down to that 6 karat gold content.
Yep. And we don't want to do 3 separate processes for each of these, so we're going to add them all together, do the math, and that way we can process all these in one bunch.
Right, Blakey, inquartation, please.
Inquartation, so where would you like to start? 9K?
No, let's start with the 22K.
22K.
I've got 8.5 grams of 22K.
Yep.
How much silver do I need?
So to bring that 22K gold down to 6K, we will need 22.8 grams of silver.
22.8. I have 32 grams of 18K.
So to bring 18K down to 6K, we will need 64 grams, 0.04, so 64 grams.
Yeah. 46.62 grams of 14K.
14K to 6K will require 62.1 grams of silver.
62.1. And to bring 80.76 grams of 9K.
9K, so bring that down to 6K, will require 40.4 grams of silver.
Okay, can you give me a tally on those?
I certainly can. 40.4 plus 62. This is going to be a good chunk of silver we're going to need.
Yeah, I've got all that sterling that I bought, that cutlery.
Okay, so total amount of silver required for inquartation of the entire batch of scrap gold is 189.34 grams.
We're saying 190 grams there.
Yep.
All right, so that's how to do it manually, or as I do it, I just use the online gold inquartation calculator. Look that one up. Look that one up.
Much easier.
All right.
Let's use an error too.
Now, expected yield. Again, 8.56 Ks of 22 carat. So what we're doing here is we divide our total weight of gold by 24 carats, as gold's measured into carats, 24 carats being full 100%. So we divide our weight by 24 to bring it down to 1 carat, and then we multiply it by 22 to bring us back to our expected yield. So basically we're using 22/24 of the weight. What's that one, Blakey?
Okay, calculations are in. So for the 22K, we had 8.56 grams when weighed. So the proportion of that to expected AU recovered should be 7.85 grams.
Ah, yes. Yep. We have 32.2 grams of 18K expected yield.
Expected yield is 24.15 grams.
24.15. We have 46.62 grams of 14K.
Expected gold yield is 27.2 grams.
Yeah. It's almost an ounce there. And we have 80.76 grams of 9K.
With an expected gold yield of 30.3 grams.
All right, tally them up for me, sir.
Okay, so if everything goes well and we get a good recovery, we are looking at 89.48 grams of gold recovered.
All right, 89 grams, and given that there are 31.1 grams in a troy ounce.
31.1035. Oh.
31.1 grams. How many ounces have we got? You did use 1035.
I did use it. 2.87 ounces.
Ooh, I'm going to say 2.8. 2.8 ounces. Okay, let's do that. So let's have a little bit of a look at the silver. We can use anything that's silver, from jewellery scrap to candle holders, bowls and things like that.
Old trophies, I think we've already had as well.
Old trophies. Some silverware's it's a couple of 100 years old, and it's a terrible shame to melt down, but people don't have silverware all through the house anymore. So this cutlery, as an example, it's going to be, 150 to 200 years old, and it's an awful shame, but it was made in the UK back then. You can see, but most importantly is the hallmarks. Now, one of the key hallmarks I'm looking for here is that British line. As soon as I see that, I know that I've got good material. And the advantage of having good material is, not the waste of excess acids. And when I buy cutlery as well, I'm looking for incomplete sets, because I don't want to destroy heritage, but once you have an incomplete silver set and it just doesn't get used anymore, it sits in the back of the cupboard, then we can turn it back into pure silver and make it a known value tradable commodity. But yeah, when I buy these, I don't buy knives, or if I get knives, I don't put any value in the knives because they're largely stainless steel. They've got a stainless steel handle with a small sterling silver, stainless steel blades, sterling silver handle, but it's also filled, so you probably get about 4 or 5 grams of silver out of the knife, and you get 30 grams of silver out of a spoon like that. So, yeah, silverware. Always looking for silverware. Well, there you go.
You'll notice a significant increase in video and audio quality as the episodes go along. We've had a very steep learning curve.
And we hope you'll join us next week when we melt all the metals together to inquart them and put them into the chemical refining process.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you have a comment, hit us up in the comments section. We share knowledge freely. We don't like to hoard.
Love to hear from you.